See dudes back again. Pop culture, sports, life. What's up, Poser?
Just pouring beers, buddy. Here's what we got this week. Oh, cheers.
Cheers with my
Got a little fuck cancer from, it's a Heffenweisen from Four Sons in Huntington Beach.
Okay.
So that's a true statement right there.
Yeah.
So we're trying it out here. Well, I shouldn't say we're trying it out. I've had it before. It's a pretty good beer. So I should say I'm having one. So anyway, how you doing, man?
Good. Getting over a sickness. Getting ready to go to Palm Springs for the weekend for the film festival there. So, yeah.
Okay. What else? You got anything else going on before we get into it? Anything you want to bring up or talk about?
Just Comic-Con coming up. You know, it seems to be a slow news year so far for Comic-Con. I don't know if it's Trump ruining Comic-Con with his tariffs and the economy and all that stuff, but there hasn't been much announced yet, unless it's just all going to come like right before the convention. There might not be much going on this year. We'll
Leave
see.
Trump alone, man. Is he not going through enough already?
Yeah, poor guy.
Poor guy. All right. Well, maybe it'll turn out to be a good. It's always a good time anyway.
Yeah,
right.
It's always fun. Yeah.
It's always fun. Okay. Well, all right. I want to do this real quick with you before we get into some OC news. I want to do a couple would you rathers.
Okay.
And see which way you go on these.
All right.
We'll start off with an easy one for you. Would you rather have all traffic lights that you approach be green, or never have to stand in a line again?
Ooh.
Never stand in line again anywhere you go, or green lights every time you approach an intersection?
I'm gonna go with no lines because I don't drive that often. I mean, unless we're taking the family somewhere or something. And that's the freeway anyway. So yeah, I guess stand. But you know what? I do like lines at Comic-Con. I wrote an article about that once, which seems crazy.
Yeah, because you get to hang out with some cool people, right?
Yeah. You meet a lot of cool people, a lot of nerds, like-minded people. You talk to them. So yeah.
The hell with those nerds! I want to go to the front of the line. Are you kidding me? It's hours in that thing. Take me straight to the front. But no, that's the answer I have. I think it's just like you said. A lot of that time, if you're going somewhere, you're hitting the freeway anyway, and there's no lights on the freeway. So if you're stuck, you're stuck. It is what it is. Time it accordingly. But yeah, the lines. That's got to be the one. Anywhere, go to a ball game.
Oh yeah.
You skip right up there. Comic-Con, anything you do, you're at the store,
Disneyland,
anything. That's the right answer, I think.
Yeah. But you get all kinds of hate if you're skipping the line, so you know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares? F those nerds, dude. All right. Would you rather be born without knees or without elbows? Just imagine you without elbows. Can you imagine that jump shot, dude?
Oh man.
You say your jump shot's awkward. Imagine with no elbows.
Oh, yeah. Be like flailing like Conan O'Brien or something.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. I don't know.
No elbows because you gotta walk, man.
I mean, you can walk. You just it's like an old pirate. This got wooden legs.
Yeah, but then you can run or anything.
You probably tip over a lot. I don't know. I think I'm with you.
How are you gonna drive it? It's all like, you know,
Yeah, no elbows would suck too, though. Damn.
yeah, that would suck too. But I mean, I guess you can do
All right, we're both all right. So far, we're 2 for 2. We're in agreement here. Neither one of us would take elbows in that one. Okay. All right. So you're at a party, and let's say it's at your place, because this actually would work. There's a bathroom on that bottom floor where basically you have your family, like the food set up there, and then you have your, most of the people hang out there when you do a party at your place. Would you rather poop in that one toilet knowing you're gonna clog it up, or you're just gonna go in the backyard in a bush somewhere? Everyone's gonna know it was you. You messed it up. Or are you going out, in your case, out in the bluff somewhere and finding a spot?
I'll take the bluffs. I don't want to back it up and have everyone know.
I thought you were gonna say, "Nah, screw that. I'll just." So yeah, find a bluff somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. We're 3 for 3 on this. I don't want to walk out of there knowing that everyone just knew what I did and messed it up for everybody else.
This reminds me of Comic-Con, dude, because we were hanging out with these group of people, and this one guy, like, we're at my hotel. He wasn't staying out there. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna use the restrooms here." Like, oh, it's like some free time. I'm gonna go use probably because he was sharing a room with a bunch of people, like, so he doesn't have to, you know.
Yeah. Oh, do you remember what happened to me when I went with you?
No.
Okay, so we were in Hall H, where you get to see all the movie previews that are coming up, TV shows for those that don't know, all the cool stuff ahead of time. And a TV show came up, or a movie that we didn't really care for, I guess. So we go, like, let's go get food. So we go right outside. You know how they had the food set up out there. You can hit up some pizza, whatever not. And that's what we had. We had pizza. And that thing messed me up instantly, dude. So right away, I was like, oh no, what happened here? So luckily, it was towards the end. And, we had to go find our bus. Man, I couldn't wait to get on that bus and get out of there. We take off. We're on the bus. It's going to take us back to our hotel. But it does like 3 stops before we get to ours. And I'm dying, dude. I'm sweating. It was horrible. And no joke, at least 3 or 4 times I was gonna go up and tell the guy to just pull over, and I was just gonna get off somewhere and figure it out, dude. I don't know. I mean, it was that bad.
Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst when you're going somewhere and you gotta go. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. And I felt it instantly, but it wasn't. It was. I was still kind of okay. It was like when we got on the bus is when it really hit me, and I was like, crap, now I'm stuck here. And it was such a bad experience. uh, but yeah, go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
All right. I was gonna say, ever since I've had my appendix taken out, like that happens to me more often. Like,
Oh, does it?
it does. Yeah.
Have you looked into if that's a reason why?
I
I've never heard of that.
I think they said it was. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, no, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Stomach deal is no fun, dude. Do you have any OC news?
Yeah. OC news. So you were there. We went to my son's birthday party at
I was.
Get Air Trampoline Park in Huntington Beach last weekend.
Yes, sir.
We had friends over there. You saw us the old men playing dodgeball.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun times. It was a good place to have a birthday party.
Yeah, really cool spot. Had some pizza. Didn't mess me up this time. uh, yeah, it was a cool spot. They had the basketball hoop, they had the dodgeball, and then they have a little like not like an obstacle. I guess it's like an obstacle course. I don't know what you call that, but
Yeah.
something similar to that. And yeah, your son who we see there in the background, he it's funny because you would ask him, "Are you having fun?" He's like, "I want to go home."
Well, that was near the end. He was over it near the
Yeah,
end.
but the funny thing is, well, he would say that, but then you turn around, he'd be over there jumping again.
Yeah, yeah,
He'd be right back at it. So it's just kids, man.
yeah.
But yeah, really cool spot. And Miles, news, you were there. Uh, congrats to my nephew graduating high school. You came over to the house to celebrate and have some tacos, and you rode a bull. It's on the Instagram page, the OC dudes. You can see my man Jason here riding a bull like a true pro. And yeah, he graduated from the hated ones, Costa Mesa High School.
Oh,
That was our crosstown rivals, if you will.
yeah.
And I don't know why you went there, but that's cool. And yeah, it was cool, man. How'd you like the food and everything?
That was great. I mean, Taco Man, perfect tacos. Yeah, it was just a fun time. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat a taco man at the spot. So
The,
yeah. Congrats.
the only thing that sucked was that I was sunburned already from another party.
That's right.
I
Yeah, from
was like,
earlier that day.
yeah, I was trying to hide from the sun there. That was the
Yeah. So congrats, Damien. Graduated. Can't believe it. Still remember when he was born. That's
yeah,
insane, buddy.
yeah. I remember when you took him to WonderCon when he was young,
Oh,
dude.
that's
And
right. I sent them a picture of that the other day, actually, because it popped up. Because it was right around that time, like whatever, a month or two ago, whatever it was, probably a
yeah,
few months ago, I guess. And yeah, so I shot it over to him, and yeah, he looks so young, man. It's pretty neat to see, and he had a good time, so that was cool.
yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was a scary moment where he fell off the bull and
Oh,
hit his back on like some metal part there. Yeah,
yeah. So I guess the base, if you push hard enough, it's like a square plate or wood, maybe that's the base of the actual bull. And there was some padding, but I guess he hit it just perfectly and enough where he hit his back, and he was yeah, he was down for the count for a little bit.
yeah, and
But
then
he
I
got
was
up.
next, and you were like pointing at me. Oh,
You're next. And you hadn't gone yet.
no, I was like, oh, great.
Yeah. Um, okay. I want to ask you this game before we get into some movies and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to do a game called Rotten Tomato that I had uh, talked about last time, but it's gonna take a little long, so I want to do this instead real quick, and we'll play that next time. So I got these movie, um, what do you call that? Franchises,
Mhm.
and I want you to tell me if you are surprised that I have not seen them.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna start with the first one. Harry Potter. Are you surprised that I have not seen this series?
I am not. That's on the nerdy side. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you something too. People don't know. I haven't seen all of them either. I,
Mm,
because I mean, we were old when those came out already, so it wasn't like, oh, I can't wait for Harry Potter. Like it's like whatever, you know.
right. Now is your son not uh
He's gotten into it a little bit. Like he's watched a few of them, but he hasn't watched like all the the ones near the end are more for older kids and teenagers, so he hasn't seen those yet. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Star Wars. Are you surprised I haven't seen those?
Yes and no. Uh, yes. I don't know. It doesn't seem like something you'd run out to see, but Star Wars was pretty damn big when we were growing up.
Yeah. And you say when we were growing up, I did watch one as a kid.
Mhm.
I just don't know if it was Empire Strikes Back or one of the first two. I don't remember.
Do you remember anything from it, or not
Not really. Not really. I remember. I just remember the characters and them doing their thing, but I don't remember really what was going on. It was the only time I saw it, so I couldn't even tell you, man. So I don't. I only seen. I remember liking it,
really?
but yeah, I never continued with the rest of them. So maybe one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
I've
Uh,
not seen any of these movies, man.
I'm kind of surprised. I mean, I
I'm
think you
kind of
like,
surprised myself.
yeah, you like action movies. These are like big stunt, action movies. So
Yeah, I know I would like them. I really, almost pretty sure that I would. I just never got to it for whatever reason. All right, 007.
007. Well, no, there's so many of those. Wait, you haven't seen any, or you've seen?
No.
That is surprising, but there's so damn many of them. Like I
Yeah,
haven't seen all of them. Yeah,
yeah. There are a lot if you go way back. That's
yeah.
true. Uh, do we count this? How many to call it a franchise? Is it two? Two is considered a franchise already? What are we talking about
I,
here?
I guess.
All right. Let's just go with
Two
this one.
seems deep.
Avatar.
Avatar. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't seen that. Avatar's great.
I'm surprised I haven't either.
Yeah,
Same thing. It like passed, never went back to it, sort of thing. And I want to though.
I'm gonna,
Creed.
I'm gonna tell James Cameron next time I see him.
Let him. Yeah, let him know. See what he says. Yeah, Creed.
Creed. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you've seen the Rocky movies, right?
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, Rocky's not on my list.
yeah. Creed is great, man. That's a great continuation. You kind of think about like what Cobra Kai did for Karate Kid. It's like the same kind of thing with Creed. Kind of.
Did you see what that dude did?
Oh yeah, the Cobra Kai guy. He bit his co-star. So weird, man.
What
It's
the?
like what?
They're
And
on
then
video and they're like, tell us why you did it. He's like, I'm sorry. I was just playing. This is what we do. And she's like, this isn't what we do.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
We don't bite each other.
yeah, yeah. And the husband confronted him, and he like went off on them, like.
What an odd thing. I don't know.
But you know what? I read a different article today from who was it? It was an SNL guy. Before he was famous, he had a similar kind of story about the dude. He was his limo driver, and the guy was just a jerk to him. Like he made him late to the job on purpose, so the SNL guy got chewed out. And then so they're going home, and he's like, "Oh, to make it up for you, let's stop at McDonald's, and I'll get you some dessert. I'll get you a cookie and ice cream." He's like, "Okay." He gets the food, and and Martin Cove, the Cobra Kai guy, he eats it himself in the back seat, kind of like a fu, like.
Wow.
Yeah. So
All right.
I guess that's his style, man.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
And
Okay.
maybe why he didn't really work after Karate Kid.
After that, yeah, that might have been it.
Might have been it.
I wonder if he got two tiny little burgers. All right.
Yeah.
Twilight.
but no, because
No.
that's considered a girly thing. Like
Is it?
it is. It's like the girl
All
swoon over it, like, oh, Twilight. I'm like, no,
right. Medea.
Medea. No, I haven't seen Medea either.
No, I saw my girl loves the movies, and so she's like, just watch this one. So I'm watching a part, and I'm like, this is just not doing it for me. And I bailed on it, and I didn't watch it. I didn't like it. I didn't like what I saw. Sorry, Medea. Let's see. Oh, the Oceans movies.
Ocean. Yeah, I'm surprised about that. The first one was really good. After that, it got a little dicey. There might have been a
Oh
little
yeah.
in there, but yeah, but
Okay. I'll still check them out, I think.
yeah.
All right, here's a good one. The Bourne series.
Bourne. Yeah. You know what? I haven't seen the Bourne series either.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
I haven't.
Okay, I kind of want to. I do actually. I want to watch
I
them.
want to too. At the time, I I was like a Matt Damon hater.
Oh,
I was just like, this guy seems too obsessed with himself. Like, it was back when him and Ben Affleck were winning awards and stuff, and it's like, oh, these guys think they're so great. Like, whatever, man. I don't.
that's why
But
you turned this down too.
but over time, I like the guys now.
I have one that I was a hater on that I just don't like. It's for no reason. I mean, you have your reason, but I don't really have much. Well, dumb reasons. Vin Diesel. I don't like that fucking guy, dude.
Yeah, he seems full
For
of
no-
himself. Yeah.
maybe I don't know. I don't really know it. I haven't seen really like interviews with them to be able to say this is why. I just think he looks weird. He has a weird face. He talks weird. I think he has a weird body. I don't like his acting. I don't like anything about this guy. And he might be the nicest guy ever. Probably donates to children's hospitals. I don't know, but I just don't like the guy. We all have that, I'm
Yeah,
sure there's
yeah.
people that
No,
don't like me for no reason. People probably looking right now and go, "Ah, he's an idiot. They don't even know me."
yeah, yeah. That's true.
I think it happens. All
It
right,
does.
last one. John Wick.
Yeah, I'm surprised because it's the greatest modern action movies, and a dog is a big part of the first one. So
Well, let me tell you something, buddy, and let's get into some popcorn reels here because I just watched the John Wick series
okay,
back to back to back. Literally, like I watched the movies because the ballerina one was coming out, and I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, well, damn, I have to watch these other ones. But it wasn't necessarily because of that. I did want to watch them,
yeah,
and man, are they great! I freaking loved all of them. I loved all of them. I think the second one might have. I think it was the second one that was. Damn, I don't remember now. It might have been the second one though that I really enjoyed a ton. But they were all good, man. I liked them all.
yeah,
And we went to watch Ballerina, and we saw that movie too. You saw that one, right? I think you.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that one.
Yeah. Okay. And what did you think of it?
A ballerina.
Hmm.
I I liked it. It's the same John Wick style and everything. You know, I think the John Wick movies are better, but it was still a fun movie, still a good movie.
Yeah, with Ballerina, I'll tell you, I enjoyed the freaking hell out of it. I saw stuff in there that I've never seen in a movie before. Not even in the Wick movies. Some of the stunts that they did, the way she took out people, I didn't see in this movie or other movies. I thought they were pretty neat. Stuff that would never happen, but
Yeah,
I don't care. It was. I just thought it was well done. All the stunts were amazing, so I loved them all.
yeah. There's a great documentary called John Wick is Pain, and it's a great story about the how the director came to be. He was Keanu's stunt double on The Matrix, and he was a stuntman for a long time. He trained under people who trained with Bruce Lee, and he was actually the replacement for Brandon Lee when he died on The Crow.
Mm-hmm.
This dude stepped in for him to take his place. So very very interesting because usually stuntmen don't become directors, and he got a shot, and man, he really made made a lot with it. But the documentary is great because it shows all the behind the scenes and how they did
Yeah.
everything, and yeah, how they came up with that style. It's great.
Okay. That sounds interesting, actually.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I, I got a lot, man. You want to start with the good, the great, or the bad? What do you want first, man?
Let's see. Mine were great, so give me the bad.
Okay, all right. Speaking of franchises, this is a franchise. Um, it's Jurassic World Rebirth. Uh,
Oh, yes. Okay.
yeah, I was trying to find an image there, but
Well, it's a dinosaur. We know what dinosaurs look like.
yeah, and it's got Scarlett Johansson and yeah, whoever else is in it. But it sucks to say, man.
Yeah. Sucks to
Like
hear.
it, like the dialogue, the story, the characters, a lot of it's just cringeworthy, man. Cringe, as the kids would say, and they do this annoying thing where they talk a lot and tell what's going on. Like there's this golden rule in film that you show instead of telling. That's kind of a rule you do. And this movie breaks that rule, and they tell a lot instead of showing, and it just makes it boring, dude. So that when you
Okay.
finally get to the dinosaur scenes, it's like I don't even care, man. I don't care about these characters. Like it seems like 40 minutes in, they throw in this random family, and you're supposed to like care. Oh no, this family, get them away from
Yeah.
and they throw in a baby dinosaur, a cute little baby dinosaur. Oh, care about the cute. I don't care about this dinosaur, man. Like,
I hate when they do something like that. Like
yeah,
a random person in the middle, and you're like,
yeah,
you're supposed to grow to like this person in the next few minutes because something
yeah,
might happen to him. It's like, nah, I don't give a shit. I hope his
yeah,
head gets torn off.
yeah. And you don't know anything about them other than they're a family, and then this girl has a boyfriend who the dad doesn't like. Whatever. Like, I don't care about these people. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and there are like a couple good action scenes, but by the time they roll around, it's like I'm almost falling asleep, dude. And I'm not a guy who falls asleep at movies, and like
Yeah.
you know. Uh, so
All
yeah,
right. Well,
the best.
that's not good. Well, then give me the other extreme. What's the great one that you saw?
Great. Well, there's more than one of those.
Mm-hmm.
There is more than one. But let me start with the zombie one, dude. 28 years later. Did you ever see
Okay.
any of the 28? Did you see 28 days later or 28 weeks later? No.
Don't think so, man. I don't know why 28 days sounds familiar, but I'm gonna say no because I don't remember.
Well, it was the first kind of movie. 28 days later was the first movie that kind of had running zombies. That
Mm,
was the big thing about it. This film, you don't have to see the other ones to know what's going on because it's 28 years later. You know, it's none of the same
okay.
characters or anything.
Sure.
But so after the infection started, it's in in England. That's the only place that the infection is. So they've quarantined uh, the island, and so only crazy people like go to where the zombies are, or if a boy is becoming a man, his son will take him there. Like you know, like hey, survive for the weekend, and you're a man now. You know.
Okay.
Uh,
Back in my day, it was like go find a girl and handle, and then you're a man.
Yeah, well now it's kill running zombies.
Oh my god, that's much worse.
Yeah, an island full of them, and then there are these freaks, these big like Viking dudes who like don't go out. Like you can shoot them a bunch of times. Like it takes heavy duty stuff to kill these big Viking mutated zombies now. Um, but I'll tell you the surprising thing about this movie has a ton of heart, man. As you can see in this picture here, this a father and a son, and you know he's taking him out there to be a man. But
He's like,
there,
Dad, can I just find a girl like my other friends?
yeah, exactly.
This sucks.
But there's this whole heart to this movie and thing about this son. His mother has cancer and it's advanced, and he's trying to get her. The only doctor they know of lives like far into this island, and he's got to get her to him. And it gets like I didn't expect to cry at a zombie film, but this it gets really emotional about the whole cancer thing and life and just embracing life, and just amazing acting, action, everything, man. Story. There is one thing people are complaining about this movie, that there is a really strange ending that seems very punk rock. It's also reminds me of this director Danny Boyle's earlier hit Train Spotting. You never saw Train Spotting, did you?
No.
So it's this crazy energy and kind of punk rock style, and it comes out of nowhere, and it's like what? And these characters too, they come out of nowhere, and everyone's like, "What was this?" And if you look up online, there's this great article on Vanity Fair that explains the ending, and it's tied to this real life guy from England that people from England know who this guy is, and he turns out to be like a real life monster. But this is set in the early 2000s, and they wouldn't have known who this guy is. So it kind of sets things up for they're supposed to make two more of these movies, so it sets things up to be interesting, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna give you a show that I actually talked about last week, The Bear. But I actually, I finished it. I hadn't finished it, so I just kind of brought it up. And I'll make it quick. This thing it's on Hulu. It's got 3 seasons, and I think either they just added one or they're about to. It's supposed to be at some point in June, and so maybe the 4th season is up yet or up now. But it's this Jeff Carmi, who's played by Jeremy White, who we've mentioned before. We really like this guy, and he has this family restaurant basically just dropped on his lap, and he has the staff that he needs to bring up to speed because he comes from like the fine dining world, and so he's got this staff that pretty much worked at a sandwich shop, and so it's just that whole balance of dealing with them, dealing with like relationships, having to run a small business and try to turn it into something that really makes it super interesting. So really good show.
Yeah,
Definitely watch The
and,
Bear.
and the brother who's dead owned the restaurant before, and he left him with all kinds of bills and problems, and yeah.
Yes, which is crap. What's his name? Give me his name.
The brother's name?
Yeah, who the
Uh,
guy that plays him? Crap, I can't remember his name. Bernhardt? No.
Is it the Punisher?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was him because I saw him in a different episode where. Well,
No, it's him.
John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's him, dude. What you mean?
It's him?
Yeah.
Well, I'm on like episode 6 or whatever.
The Walking Dead, the John Wick guy.
Yeah.
That's him.
I only saw him in the beginning of one episode, so that's a flashback there. Then
Yeah. So yeah, without having to ruin anything, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see when you get there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's man, really, really good. Really, really good. Check it out.
Yeah, I want to catch up.
Mm-hmm. What's your medium? What you got down the middle? You said there was one that was just kind of good.
Good, yeah. Um, I got a couple quick ones I can do that were good. Dangerous
Okay.
Animals. I don't know if I don't think I mentioned that one. Did I?
No. Mm.
So I love the premise of this. It's there's a serial killer, but he feeds his victims to the sharks. So yeah, and so this movie, he's caught this girl, and he's gonna do the same thing with her, and it's the whole lead up to that. But yeah, it's and the guy Jai Courtney, the serial killer, he's just really creepy, really good at being, you know, just the kind of jerk that you want to hate, you know. And he makes people watch, like, he'll have someone watching where he lowers the person in with the sharks. He'll put blood in the water first to get them all amped up, and then he records
Some
it.
chum.
Yeah, some chum in the water. So
Oh yeah,
I mean, if you like horror, and you like shark stuff,
it works.
it works. It's good.
Okay.
Good. And the girl in it reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah,
Okay.
she kind of looks like her and acts like her. It's kind of cool. But yeah, and another quick good one, Jane Austen Wrecked My Life. Small independent movie, romance movie, which you don't see much these days. I think it was from France. But if you like movies like Pride and Prejudice, my wife loves Pride and Prejudice. If you like, Jane Austen kind of thing, like, I think she also did Sense and Sensibility or whatever. This movie's like that, but it's meta because um, this lady loves Jane Austen, and then she has this love hate thing with this guy who's a relative of Jane Austen, and they kind of use the same things that you see in something like Pride and Prejudice to tell the story. So it's meta like that. So I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Should I give you my last one?
Yeah, I've got a few more I can go quick on, but yeah.
All right. So, a Landman. I talked about it. Finally finished it. Only one season, so check it out. It's on Paramount. Uh, Creator is Taylor Sheridan, who did Yellowstone in 1923, Lioness, and Sons of Anarchy, and all these great shows. So, stars Billy Bob Thornton. Is he there? There he is. As a landman for an oil company in Texas. And sort of like a modern day story, trying to find fortune in these oil rigs, and him sort of dealing with like everyone from billionaires to cartel to like the guys working the oil rigs and their families, and his own family, who is pretty funny. Is the whole dynamic between him and his daughter is pretty funny. But it stars John Hamm, Demi Moore is in this, and it's really all I can tell you. It's just one season. Check it out, Landman. It's really damn good. And I just started the studio. I saw the
Oh,
first 2 episodes so far, and that looks pretty damn good. So
yeah, I love the studio. Yeah, and I met the girl from it. Yeah,
okay.
so love
All right,
that.
what else you got?
Love that. I got
Oh, and guys, if you have something that we should be watching, let us know. Please comment below and like give us something. Give us some ideas because I'm down to check something out. Whether it's movies, TV shows, doesn't matter. Cartoons, anything. Hit us with
yeah,
it.
yeah. This is another great one, Materialists, starring Dakota Johnson and Chris Evans, Captain America, and
Three cool
Pedro
peeps right
Pascal.
there.
Yeah, this is the movie where Chris Evans is back, man. People say like, oh, he hasn't done anything besides Captain America. Well, this is a great movie that he's great in.
Mm.
And like I was saying, there hasn't been many romance movies lately. the lady who directed this is her second movie. Her first movie, Past Lives, was nominated for an Oscar, and I just loved that movie. It was kind of about a love story that couldn't quite come to be, like told over time. Really, really great movie. And this is her second movie, big budget movie now with big action, big stars. And what I said on Twitter that made some people mad, I compared the love story to Casablanca. And people were like, how dare you? That's a classic, you know?
Yeah.
But this is a modern classic. And it's this love triangle she has with these two guys. And Chris Evans plays this kind of like poor waiter guy who used to have a relationship with her, and he's still in love with her, and he's trying to get her back. And then Pedro Pascal is this rich dude who's got everything going for him. You know, he's got everything that Chris Evans didn't have before. You know, the money, and she plays a matchmaker. She looks at people based on their physical attributes and their financial success, and she matches people based on that. She's like, oh, you're this tall, then you get this and this and this, you know. So I think it's a really great look at modern dating, and it's just a classic love story that works, man. Just works.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds cool, actually. I'm not really into it, but I wouldn't mind checking it out.
Yeah. I mean,
any funny in it?
Yeah. There's some fun. There, you know what? There's a big plot point that people think is funny because there's a weird thing about Pedro Pascal's character that I'm not going to ruin it, but there's this weird thing he does to get women to like him, and it's extreme.
Okay.
Yeah, but just great acting, great storytelling, everything, man. And then
give me the name again.
Materialists.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see. There was a couple documentaries. Have you seen any of the documentaries about the Titan sub disaster? There was one on Netflix, one on
HBO I saw that. Yeah.
I watched them both. The main thing to me is this guy. I forget his name. You know, the Stockton Rush. That's his name. He's the guy, the head of the sub.
Okay.
He was a monster, man. It's like the worst boss you can have, like where everything he says is right. You can't question him or you get fired. And and he knew this sub was gonna go. It was only a matter of time. So he's playing with people's lives, and people died, you know, including a kid. So because the sub was made of this material, carbon fiber, that is not meant to withstand the pressure of the ocean.
Going that deep.
And they knew it, and they would hear the cracks because it was the fiber cracking. And every time he went in, it would crack more and more. And he had to switch it out. He bought a new one to replace it, but it was the same issue. It was doing it, and you know, they came to the point where it just exploded. So, you know, I remember this at the time and being upset about it. You know, it was news all over the world. Like, you think about how scary it is. Like, I've been on a submarine in Hawaii, you know, but it was a real submarine. So, but yeah, I just feel bad for those people, and just sucks that they had a guy like that
to happen.
Yeah. And then there was another HBO documentary that it was number one on HBO for a little while. It was now I'm forgetting the name of it. The Mortician, I believe it was.
The Mortician. Okay.
It was a documentary.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was about another crazy guy who did whatever he wanted to do, and it kind of makes you think about your loved ones and what happens when you die. Because see, this guy, his family,
crazy guys that do whatever they want that just always turns out wrong. Crazy guys doing whatever they want, it just never turns out well.
It doesn't, and these guys just don't get it. And
Reminds
the
me of
funny,
another crazy guy that's doing whatever he wants.
yeah, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about, but but and I put a tweet out about this guy, and I took it back because I saw the guy is free now.
Yeah.
I don't want
I'm
the
in
guy
Orange
to come.
County. Come get me.
Yeah. But so what this guy was doing before he started allegedly murdering people, but so say your loved one's getting cremated, he would throw them all into the oven at the same time, and so they had no idea whose ashes were what, and they're just
Okay.
sticking them in there, like
This
you
sounds to
think.
me like it's not the first time that's happened.
No, and his family was doing it. That two generations of family members were doing the same thing.
Yeah. They're
You
just
know,
passing it on.
just passing it on and doing all kinds of other things with, yeah, just the worst disrespectful things. They take people's teeth. That were about to be cremated. They'd sell they take them out, sell the gold. They'd
Mm,
harvest body parts, organs, sell those, without the loved one's knowledge. Like, oh, here's this guy's heart, here's,
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
this guy's an organ donor.
yeah, yeah,
Or not.
yeah, and breaking off body parts in order to get,
It sounds a little bit of that happens in the movie I mentioned that I said you shouldn't watch.
yeah, yeah,
The short Spanish film.
yeah,
Yeah, a little bit of that goes on in that one too.
yeah,
Breaking
uh,
bones. This guy was like breaking bones just because it was so weird. Yeah,
yeah,
it- you could check it out, but don't do it.
yeah. Uh, and then I have one other great movie based
Aftermath,
on.
by the way, it's called Aftermath. If you want to watch it,
Okay,
short Spanish film, horror,
okay.
but don't do it. It's terrible.
I remember you said.
But if you want, it's on YouTube. Just so you know.
uh, so this is a movie based on a Stephen King book, The Life of Chuck. Small movie with Tom Hiddleston from he plays Loki, and Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. He plays the grandpa, and this is just a great movie about the magic of life, growing up, love, dancing, music. It starts off with the end of the world, like all these disasters are happening, and people look up and see these billboards and these ads everywhere about Chuck, and everyone's like, "Who the heck is Chuck? Who is this guy?" And then the movie goes backwards, and it tells you, it shows Chuck growing up and who Chuck is, and uh, it's just a great story about life and how precious life is, man.
Mhm.
It's hard to explain. And they had a lot of trouble marketing this movie. It didn't do well at the theaters because they just didn't know how to sell it.
Okay.
But like to see Tom Hiddleston's dance sequence, like it's just amazing. And then this teacher gives him when he's little this amazing speech about life and just your brain and how life is everything and everyone and everything you can imagine too. So I just loved it. It's just a small movie everyone should see. Yeah,
Okay.
and I've seen so many movies. I probably forgot one in there. Oh, I saw Dogma. Did you ever see Dogma? It was the 25th anniversary.
No.
Yeah, I had never seen it either. It was at the theaters. And speaking of Matt Damon and Ben Affleck,
Hmm.
they're the stars of this movie. Kevin Smith, and what surprised me, it wasn't very funny. Like you think of Kevin Smith movies, like I think of humor,
Hmm.
and it wasn't very funny. It was more of kind of like an action and kind of thinking about religion. But it was interesting. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dogma. Yeah, I started watching you mentioned Conan O'Brien earlier. I'm watching the whatever it's called. It goes somewhere,
Conan
whatever.
O'Brien must go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching that whatever that last season is now. 3, I think, maybe something like that. But yeah, that's always good stuff, man. So anyway, I'm
So
checking that out. It's
you're on
always good.
the current
Yeah.
season, or okay.
Yes, yeah, the current one.
Okay.
And I started Pee-wee, so hopefully I get through Pee-wee and then talk about it next week. Pee-wee, man.
Oh. Yeah. I watched Pee-wee. We can talk about it on the next one. Yeah.
All right. And I forgot to incorporate a little sports quick segment. Just give us a little something what you thought about the finals real quick.
Yeah.
Congrats to these guys, but
Congrats to OKC. Great young team.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Tyrese Haliburton didn't get hurt. It sucked so bad to see him pounding on the court when he knew his Achilles was torn. It was like Kobe, he wants to be out there and he can't go. Do you think that the team has to hold him out in that situation where, he had an injury that leads to Achilles tears, like it did with Durant? Same thing in the finals. It did with Kobe. Like,
yes.
Do you think the team should hold him out?
No.
I
think if they ask him and they say, "Can you go? Do you think you could do this?" and he decides that it's his body and he wants to risk it, then it's on him at that point. But obviously the team has interest in him staying healthy. So no, I think I still say no. I think just because he should make that decision unless they forced him out there and he didn't want to do it or something. But I doubt it. I'm pretty sure the guy's a competitor and he wanted to be out there. Unless he said otherwise, I don't know.
No, he said afterwards he would have done it again.
He would have done it. Yeah, I mean, then yeah, it is what it is. That's what he wanted.
I think it was different with Durant. I think he left Golden State partially because the doctors kind of made it seem to him like he didn't have much of a risk, and then he tore his Achilles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a little different.
It's different, but if you know the risk, in Game 7, how are you gonna?
Yeah, Game 7, that's tough to stay out of, knowing they need you in order to win this. They needed him.
Yeah, and the Pacers stayed close until the fourth quarter. Nobody thought the Pacers would have been that good this year or even made it to the finals. So.
Yeah, it's a Game 7. I was rooting for them.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, OCD Sports. Yeah, that works, I guess. OCD Sports. All right, man. Anything else we get out of here? I guess to go.
No, let's see who the Lakers pick. Maybe they already made their pick tonight.
Oh yeah, 40th. Is that right?
Yeah, they moved up 10 spots. They gave 2.5 million cash. Oh yeah, and we got a new Lakers owner, Dodgers owner.
Dang, that's right. That's a huge deal too. Yep. They got some money now, man. They have some money now for sure. I don't know that they have Steve Ballmer money, but they got money.
No more relying on the Rambuses to make the decisions.
Fire them. Yeah. That should be interesting going forward, and we'll see where they take it from here, because I don't know how much LeBron has left in him.
1 year, I would think. 1 year, and even that, can he do what he did again? It's crazy that he's still.
I don't know. It's crazy that he's doing what he's doing. I have no idea how he's doing it, but well, they did say that he spends $1 million on his body every year, so that should help.
I saw an interview where he said, I don't know where they get that number.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he must spend some money on his body, I guess.
Yeah.
I know he's got chefs, he eats
does.
well, he works out, he gets trainers. I mean, he's spending money for sure. But That's just change he finds in the couch anyway.
Yeah.
Like $1 million. What's that to that guy?
I know, seriously. Man. Seriously.
All right, man. Let's get out.
All right. Remember to smash, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Thumbs
And
up.
drop a comment.
Yeah.
Give us some suggestions. Even on some beer. Hey, I need some new beer. So, all right.
Or tell us a movie. Show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bro. Peace.